Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Through the Mail Monday. 4 returns for you today, including another return from someone that never played baseball, but he's got a baseball card and he's got an interesting story to tell, so we're going to open it anyway. Our first return from Fresno, California. It's going to be Ted Wills. Ted Wills played in the late 50s, early 60s. Parts are all of 5 seasons with both the Red Sox and the Reds. Signed very nicely there. He was mostly used as a reliever. He was a pretty good hitting pitcher / reliever back when relievers actually got at-bats. Ted Williams. I wish this was Ted Williams. I would be freaking out right now that his severed head signed these Ted Wills cards. But Ted Wills right there on the signature card, upside down. Very nice signatures from this young man. 86 years young, lived his entire life in Fresno. Went to Fresno State. He was a Bulldog, and he even filled out the back of the signature card, which I love. By the way, if you want to find out where to get those signature cards, go to that website on the back of the signature card. I know lots of people ask me that. You can also Google that / eBay that, and you should find probably a little bit cheaper prices on eBay. Next in the queue is our return from Phoenix, Arizona with my little spaceman stamp. It's not a big envelope, because I ran out of small envelopes, so don't normally fold up envelopes and stuff them inside of other large envelopes, but had to this time because I ran out of small envelopes, and I'm usually quite prepared. I have tons of stamps, tons of envelopes, but man, I go through a lot of envelopes, so it just snuck up on me, I guess. I see one little tiny Allen & Ginter mini in here. We'll pull this out, and we have Adam LaRoche there in his Pirates uniform. Played for a bunch of different teams in his 11, 12-plus year career. Pirates, Braves, a couple stints with the Braves, White Sox. In fact, he walked away from $13 million remaining on his $25 million year with the White Sox because the White Sox were tired of him bringing his kid to practices and games. And they said, you know what? This is annoying. I got to be dressed all the time. We can't do beer and drugs in the locker room with your kid around. You know, we can't do all the nefarious things that happen inside locker rooms. Adam LaRoche said, F it. Screw you guys, I'm going home. And that's exactly what he did. Walked away from $13 million. So it is what it is. Adam LaRoche, all right. Just one, guys. Just send him one. Return number 3. Blue tape is not very effective. Coming to us from Jacksonville, Florida. Look at that. He signed the return address area. I'm not sure who that is. I tried to look at it and figure it out, but I've sent so many off, I just don't know who it is. So we'll try to open this up without ripping that, just so I could save it, because I'm a hoarder. And, crap, I just ripped it. Alright, well, you know, it's probably just as well I shouldn't save every scrap of paper I get. It's not healthy, but it's Rick Reichardt. Alright. Off the top of my head, I can tell you he hit the first home run in Anaheim Stadium history. And look at that buyback, I guess you call it a buyback. Gold foiled stamp there, 50th anniversary of that year of cards. It's drawn a blank right now. And very nicely signed in ballpoint. Look at that. That's a good looking guy right there. I've sent off thousands of requests here in the last couple years. And Rick might be the best looking ball player I've ever sent off to. And I'm not afraid to say it. Hollywood good looks right there. And he played for the California Angels. So makes perfect sense. Destroyed my envelope. Chris, just throw that away. Don't keep it. Rick's a great guy. I got him last year sometime. This is my second time I've gotten Rick Reichardt. I think I had a card laying around, or 2 cards still laying around, so I said, you know what? I might as well just send him off, get him signed. There's his address right there. Thank you very much, Rick. Our final return of the day is coming to us from Provo, Utah, Mormon country. This is coming from a veteran home. And I can tell you right now, Chris, 1 card personalized for you. What a sweetheart. This man is 96 years of age. Try not to rip this envelope because I don't know if you know this about me or not. I like to save stuff, so I'm going to try to save this envelope. I cut the stuff out and I just kind of shove it in with the cards. It's like address labels when players have customized address labels. I cut them off and just throw them in with a top loader. So, you know, I don't have scraps of paper everywhere, but if I can save them and put them in a spot that doesn't take up any room, I'm going to do it. Let's see if I can get these out, man. I got lots of stuff in here. Some bunch of cards. And let's see who we've got. Well, I'll tell you what we got. We got Burke Waldron. World War II vet. Threw out the first pitch at Seattle Safeco Field in 2016. Sprinted out to the stadium. They did a news piece on this man, and you've got to watch the YouTube video. 92-year-old veteran throws out killer first pitch. That should be on YouTube, and you need to check that out if you want to laugh. This guy is not your average 92-year-old man. 96 now, so signed it very nicely right there with his years he's served. I thanked him for his service. I told him to keep a few of the cards, and I don't think he kept any of them, but he sent them all back, so that's fine. Nice return from this young man. Very happy to get this return. This guy's awesome, and he wrote us a nice little letter. And let's see, to my friends, update. And if you guys want to skip this, you can, but I'm going to read this right now because this man is a war hero. I never thought I'd be giving you this report in early April as we all were affected by COVID-19. One of my activities to take up my time was to drive 50 miles up to Cedar City Temple, which is a Mormon temple, I assume, 2 or 3 times a week, and whenever I took a notion to jump in my car and go to post office or Walmart, I could go. So the quarantine life was getting boring, so I found in a neighboring town a bike for sale. So I mounted Fred's bike rack on my car and drove over there and bought it and brought it home. Not sure who Fred is, but Fred sounds like a good guy, willing to help out. The first day's riding around the neighborhood was great, and the morning of the second day also, but in the afternoon, just as I pushed off to mount, passing by the back of the car, where the bike rack was sticking out, my helmet blocked my view, or I was concentrating on the ride, and I hit my head on the rack. Down I went with a crash onto my left shoulder, broke my collarbone, cracked some ribs. It really shook me up. I laid there for a little and got up and got in the car and drove to Instacare for x-rays. The next day, I drove myself back with more x-rays. By then, it really hit me. I went to bed. I arranged through my insurance for home care of a physical therapist, a nurse, a caregiver to be sure I could safely shower, and finally a massage therapist. Hey, Burke, good job. Well done. The massage therapist gave the most relief from pain. I bet she did. I could tell this was going to make a big change in my life. I live with my daughter Gail and her husband, and together we reviewed our options. 3 years ago, I had registered at the Veterans Home in Ivins, Utah, and in that time, very fortuitously, my name had moved up to the top of the list. So considering all the options of not knowing what my physical recovery would be, we made the choice for me to come live in the vet's home. That meant giving up my new car because the residents here cannot have a car. That's kind of a dick move. So the rest of my life will be a resident here. No more Armed Forces Day Parade in Bremerton, Washington. If there had been no pandemic, this would have been my 19th year in the parade, and no more Mariners baseball games and all the other trips I had planned, like to Salt Lake, Idaho, and Montana to visit relatives. Yesterday I turned 96, so I won't have long to live this restricted life. Right now, the only residual I have is still a little pain that comes and goes, and the doctor says that will diminish. So for another 5 or 6 years, I can do this. My main activity will be to do indexing of names for the church so the ordinances of the temple can be completed for those who never had the opportunity in their lifetime to do it for themselves. That is all done on the computer. I did this a few years ago, so I'll just have to relearn how to do it, and then he signed it once again. There you have it, guys. National treasure, Burke Waldron. Let's have a round of applause for him. And that is it for today's Through the Mail Monday. 4 returns, Ted Wills, Burke Waldron, Adam LaRoche, and Rick Reichardt. Thank you guys for joining me. Let me know what you thought of the video down below in the comments. Like and subscribe if you have not done so already. I do this every single Monday, and I've been doing it for at least 73 or 74 weeks. That's actually, I should know that quicker than I did. And that's it. Hope everyone's having a great quarantine out there. Hope, I don't know what's going on here in Oregon. It's just raining every day. It's like we skipped summer and we went straight to fall. So let's hope the players and the owners figure their S out and get us some baseball as soon as humanly possible. Because we need it. I need it for my own mental help, physiological help, and even physical help, because I bounce around the room sometimes when I get nervous when I'm watching the Mets blow a late inning bleed or one of those types of deals. So That's it, guys. I appreciate it. I've got some exciting news coming soon. I swear, I've got another weekly video I'm going to throw out there and see how it goes. It's something nobody's doing, and I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. And the creativity behind all the ideas I've got going on in my head right now about how it's going to work out. I can't wait. I can't wait to start doing it. Hope you guys watch it when I announce it and upload my first video. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Love you all. Have a great week. I'll be back later. I got some Bowman mega boxes, and I love the Bowmans of this year, so I might bust open some mega boxes for you guys. I know my box opening videos don't do great, but I don't really care. Hopefully a few of you like it and watch it. That's all that matters to me. I have fun doing them. And that's it. So I'll see you later on in the week with another video or two. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.